What's going on? New video today. So today I want to talk about the dangers of running and living your life on low seed, on low life force, constantly draining that energy, draining that life force, making yourself weak to other people, to the things around you. You know, number one, we have to understand that this is a spiritual war. This is a spiritual war, and you are always under attack. So you cannot be out here with weak armor. You cannot be out here with a dull sword. It's kind of like in Black Panther, when he got the new suit, he got the vibranium. It made him stronger to attacks, so he won't be killed or he won't be hurt on the battlefield. It's the same thing. We have to be retaining that life force to keep ourselves strong. We have to be physically alert. We have to be mentally alert, spiritually alert, and we have to be emotionally alert. We have to be well-rounded so that things don't come and to attack us. You know, we have energy vampires, we have narcs, and they need you to be weak. These are not naturally strong people. These people, they need you to be down. They need to stand on top of you in order for them to succeed. They need you to be losing in life so they can kick you down, because naturally strong people lift others up. They don't put others down. But that's what these people need you to do. Your spirit needs to be open. It needs to be weak so that demonic spirits can come into you. The Jezebel can come into you and have you submissive to her. You know, you start to break down your boundaries when you are running on low seed. You start to let things into your life that's going to affect you and suck away at your energy, suck away at your masculinity, and beat you down to a lower version of yourself, living at a lower vibration. You know, these things come into our life and it can have a domino effect. Once one bad thing goes wrong, everything starts to fall apart and it can swallow you whole. And then you can be a lost soul. You can be a lost person. And then you have to find a way to put yourself back together again. How do you put yourself back together again? By getting your life in order, by retaining that semen and taking it day at a time and allowing that energy to grow, and you can get back into that powerful version of yourself. But you cannot be out here living on low seed, on low feed. Number two, I'm going to say, when you're out here living on low seed, when you're living on low fuel, you know, one of the main things you start to do, you start to lack masculinity. And then guess what? You start to get along with Jezebels. You start to be comfortable with Jezebels. We are not supposed to be comfortable with Jezebel spirit women. We are supposed to be at war with Jezebel women. We're supposed to have a problem. We're supposed to have a problem with Jezebel women. Jezebels hate order. And our mission in life is to be men. And as men, we are supposed to restore order. Jezebels like chaos. And men, we need things to be in order so that life can run smooth, so that everybody in ourselves and everybody else around us can run smooth. So we have to be leaders. But Jezebels, they hate real men. If you notice one thing about girls that have that Jezebel spirit, they hate when you start acting like a man, as you should, as God wants you to be. When you start talking with authority, you know, when you start holding that masculine frame, you know, when you start living your life and not allowing yourself to be dominated by women, being a leader like you're supposed to, saying things with your chest, you're going to make Jezebels very uncomfortable. You can barely get along with a Jezebel 2 days a week, not even the whole day. You know, Jezebels have a lower tolerance for your masculinity than you have for her own spirit. So it shows you how much under attack you are when you're trying to be a real man. You know, you cannot be comfortable with Jezebels because Jezebels have a subordinate position for you. Chances are, if you are getting along with a Jezebel, with a girl with a Jezebel spirit, you're probably in a subordinate position. Sooner or later, she's going to be bossing you around and telling you what to do. These girls come into our life because of sexuality, because they entice us with their sexuality. And then we find ourselves constantly wanting to release that semen because of her curves, constantly wanting to have sex with her, and she gains control over us. But you got to understand, when you're dealing with Jezebels, they want you to be under them. They don't want you to be on top of them. So you have to keep that masculinity. You have to maintain your manhood. So don't feel bad. Don't feel like you're a bad person if you have a problem with a Jezebel, because you're not supposed to be allowed. You're not supposed to be emasculated. You're not supposed to be made weak. You're not supposed to be under a woman. You know, if you're getting along with a Jezebel, you're probably being a simp, lowering yourself in order to make her feel strong. You cannot be a strong man under a woman because men are naturally stronger than women. So if a woman is on top of you, you have to play down and diminish your strengths and act like you're weak to make her strong. So you can never grow into the best version of yourself, to the strongest version of yourself, if you allow a Jezebel to be comfortable around you. So we have to be at war. We have to put ourselves back in masculine order. Last point I'm going to make. When you are living with low seed, when you're out here with low life force, you are most likely stagnated. You are in stagnation. You are complacent. When you're constantly releasing that semen, it makes you too comfortable. It makes you too cool with how your life is going. And you can hit a plateau in life. You can find yourself not making results, not getting results, just constantly staying on that fine line and just living, but not growing as a person. You're stagnated. You're stagnated. The greatest underrated benefit of semen retention is the uncomfortableness. Feeling uncomfortable, feeling pressured when that urge is constantly kicking at you and you feel like you can't sit down still. And the thing you're going to feel like doing is releasing it. But you have to take that feeling, let that feeling push you into greater heights, make you uncomfortable so that you can start developing new muscles that help you grow as a person, building that character, and it's going to help you get over the humps in your life. When we're releasing and we're on low life force, it's like a car with low fuel. You know, when you don't have a lot of gas in your car, you can't really go nowhere. You get very cautious and you start to penny pinch and trying to find ways to get money. But overall, you cannot get nowhere when you don't have no fuel in your car. And that's the same thing when you're not on the semen retention. You can't get nowhere. You don't have the energy. All of it is drained up out of you and you don't have that consistency. And consistency is very important in life. You know, one of the benefits is that it keeps you alert. It keeps that competitive spirit in you that keeps you fighting and staying ahead. But when you lack that consistency, you can start getting behind. It's like paying bills. When you have a bill due this every month, when you're not consistent and you don't have the creative energy because you are releasing that semen, you cannot manifest and grow as you should, and you can't get behind on your bills. You go from paying late fees, and then you go from being a month late, and next thing you know, you got this big lump sum of bills that you got to pay just to get out of the negative. You're not even normal. You got to work hard just to get out of the negative. And being normal is not even good. Being normal is like the trees outside. You know, you know it's there, but you don't pay no attention to it. And we are not average on the semen retention. We are not supposed to be average. You know, average things don't get attention. Average things is not even good because you can't grow from being average, from being normal. We are supposed to be better than normal in order for us to be the best version of ourselves. So we cannot be living on low seed, on low semen. It's very important to gather that life force. Take it a day at a time and just start to live the life to grow and become a stronger person. And you can live your life at a higher level, attract things at a higher level, at a higher vibration, and become a higher version of yourself and attract better people into your life. But we cannot live on low seed. Hit me up in the comment section. Tell me what you think about the video. Peace.